How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all good. It's Peter here. Just figured I'd just do a bit of a different video, where I just sort of chill out for a bit, really, while I play a bit of Super Castlevania 4. Because I've just been playing... I just got the Castlevania Anniversary Collection the other day. And yeah, I just thought it'd kind of put me in the mood to talk about something. Like a little topic to do with games in general. And yeah, as you can probably tell, there's no script in this at all. I normally write scripts, but yeah, I just thought I'd make a bit of a chilled out video, you know, see how I can go about doing a script. So there might be a bit of cutting in between each and like bits and stuff, because I have no idea if I can really string together sentences without a script, and it's something I want to get better with. But you know, seeing as I got the Anniversary Collection, been on sale on Switch at the moment, as of the time of recording this, it's kind of like, maybe think about how, basically I played the original Castlevania, and really enjoyed my time with it. And seeing as it's a game that pretty much came out way before I was even born, like I'm a pretty young guy in the grand scheme of things, it's just something like, just thought it'd be a cool talking point, just sort of think about like old games and stuff, basically. You know, like, how they're still worth playing, basically. The reason why I bring this up, in terms of like, whether you enjoy old games at your age or not, because I guess like, you know, 1987 is quite old, and then also this one's pretty, I guess, you know, came out before I was even born, so I guess I can call it an old game, I don't know, or a classic. But yeah, I don't know what this video is. It's just me rambling and just forgetting what I'm trying to say. But what happened, I just remember like growing up, I'd play old games as well, from before my time. And a lot of people my age would also be like, why are you playing these old games and stuff? They're not worth your time. Like, nobody wants to play them anymore. And I'm just there like, really? Thing is as well, like I know a lot of people like will say, people only think old games are better because it's nostalgia and stuff. But really, I don't think that's always the case, because I'm playing all these games that I have no nostalgic attachment to whatsoever. Yeah, I'm really enjoying them. I'm enjoying them way more than the games I'm basically growing up with, that I knew as, you know, coming out as I'm pretty much alive, you know what I mean? This is a bit of a random video which has no structure to it whatsoever. You can tell that I'm kind of falling apart a bit without a script, but, you know, I think it's good to give this sort of video a go. But honestly, like, I just think that enjoyment of old games doesn't come down to nostalgia all the time, because as I'm showing right here, I'm absolutely loving these Castlevania games from the 80s and 90s. And like, I wasn't even alive back then. Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast. And it just shows that, you know, I've had no prior attachment to these games going into them for the first time, and I've fallen in love with them pretty much. And I really want to get into the more of the series now. And honestly, like, I feel like, you know, we're at a point now where, I don't know, I think this also ties into a lot of people that seem disappointed with this new Nintendo Direct. And that, you know, Nintendo haven't really been that active this year, and obviously that's very understandable considering certain circumstances that, you know, we've all had to go through. But honestly, like, if you feel like there's not really that many new games that are coming out or whatever, I think it's worth just going back to some older games and revisiting them. You know, ones that you haven't played in a while, or ones that you've never even tried out before. And just play some of them, you know? See if they're actually any good, if you like them, and whatnot. Because I can guarantee there's games out there that came out ages ago that you still haven't played yet. And it's always worth just like, you know... I don't know what this video is. It's just like, no structure. I probably have no point putting this out there, but I just thought, you know, I'd try out this more chilled out sort of approach to just sitting here, no script, rambling. Just because I know people that will just refuse to play a game if it's like, you know, came out over 10 years ago, not worth playing, what the hell? And I'm just there like, nah, I don't really get that attitude, to be honest. That's the thing as well, because I think after, you know, trying out Castlevania and stuff, I found that it's right up my alley, and I really want to get into the rest of the series now. And it's always just because I've been curious to try it out. And because this is based on my time with the NES original, I just enjoyed it so much that I just decided to pretty much beat the whole game in just 2 sittings. And even though it was a very difficult game, I didn't really want to stop playing. And granted, I did have save states and stuff in this Anniversary Collection, which you obviously wouldn't have had in the original. But yeah, I really had a good time with it. I think another thing that I really like about older games as well is that, you know, a lot of them kind of have set the foundation for the games we have today, if that makes sense. As in, like, if it's not for the ones that we have today, you know, if it wasn't for these ones that paved the way or whatever, we wouldn't have the ones that we have today. That, I don't know, I feel like that's really important to think about as well. Oops. That's the thing as well, because a lot of my favourite games pretty much are from before I was even born as well. Like Super Metroid, for example, I love that game. And I think I've played through it at least, like, I don't know, I can't count how many times I've actually played the whole game from start to finish, because I just really enjoyed it. Because it just is, like, it's aged so well. And so is this game, the Super Castlevania 4. This is aged really well from what I've played as well. Earthbound as well is, like, one of my favourite RPGs of all time. And that was, like, before I was even born, because I know, like, Dragon Quest VIII and Xenoblade Chronicles are pretty much my two favourite RPGs of all time, and then Earthbound kind of comes a close third place, I guess. Because it really did, I think just from playing that and stuff, I can tell it was really ahead of its time. And if I'm back at this screen, it's because I got a game over, because I'm really bad at this game, actually. This is... Obviously, I need to learn and get better at it and stuff, you know, learn the mechanics and whatnot, as with any game. But yeah, I'm really having fun with this. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a bit of a random one, really. No structure to it. Just thought, you know, just chill out a bit, play this game, while I just sort of talk about my thoughts, because obviously playing the original Castlevania kind of inspired me to sort of go in on this topic a bit. It's probably just like... I don't know. Obviously I'm still going to go make more scripted content and stuff, because I feel like I'm probably better at that. But I think if I do more videos like this, though, maybe I'll get more used to talking without a script. Because I feel like that is a good skill to have with, like, any video-related stuff. And, yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are there any games that came out before you were born that you absolutely love and have no nostalgic attachment to, but just found that they've aged really well or whatever, and you just really enjoy them in the modern days? Or are you somebody that grew up with these classics and, you know, still, oops, you still feel as if they stand a test of time? Or if, like, you did live during that era, but didn't actually play them until recently, and seen if you don't actually have any nostalgic attachment to them either. Like, I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about this. Just a random thing that I just started thinking up different points about. I feel like, you know what, I can put this across in a video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you later.